Hello everyone. You are listening to this audiobook on channel Voice of Purpose by NSS IIT Bombay.
Chocolate, one of the world's most beloved treat. Most of us have a favorite chocolate that never fails to pick us up. Chocolates come in all shapes, sizes, and flavors. It makes for the perfect gift. It's no wonder that shops always have a dedicated aisle for these treats. But have you ever wondered where these chocolates come from and how they are made? In this audio article, we will go on a journey that starts with a humble bean in a farm. Let us first talk about the cacao tree, or for those who like scientific names, Theobroma cacao. The tree is native to Central America. It bears the cacao fruit, from which we get cacao beans. The fruit is similar to a papaya in size, 15 to 20 centimeters long and 8 to 10 centimeters wide. Inside the fruit, there are 20 to 60 seeds or beans embedded in the white pulp. Ever wondered why chocolate is toxic for dogs? It is because cacao beans contain a chemical called theobromine, which is similar to caffeine in effect and which can be lethal to dogs. The terms cacao, C-A-C-A-O, and cocoa, C-O-C-O-A, are used interchangeably. In this article, I will be referring to the natural beans as cacao beans and the more processed version as cocoa beans. From tree to finished bean. The steps involved in obtaining a finished bean that is used in making chocolate are harvesting, fermentation, drying, roasting, crushing, and winnowing. We will first talk about harvesting. It takes 5 or 6 months for the cacao pods to ripen from the pollinated flowers of the cacao tree. This period varies depending on the country of cultivation, the climatic conditions, and the cacao variety. The pods are cut very carefully from the tree trunk and branches using a machete. They are carefully opened with the machete to remove the pulp with the undamaged seeds. This mixture of pulp and cacao seeds is then ready for fermentation. We get less than 1 kilo of beans per tree. After harvesting, we move on to fermentation. Fermentation is the chemical process where sugars and starches are broken down into acids or alcohol. The beans are put in covered boxes until 3 to 7 days have passed. During this, the pulp drips off the beans and goes down through the holes in the boxes. Then comes the drying process, where the beans are laid out in the sun to dry. Fermentation and drying introduce key flavors in chocolate. The more care that is put into these processes, the more complex and chocolatey flavors the beans will adopt. The final beans are then packed from the plantation and transported in jute bags. Now you have the beans with you. The next step is to break the beans into smaller pieces called nibs. Before you break the bean, you need to place the beans for roasting. The cacao beans are placed in ovens and are subjected to a high temperature initially. The temperature is then reduced in steps till the beans achieve the right texture and color. The roasted cocoa beans are then crushed. What you get after crushing is a mixture of cocoa nibs and the bean husk. The husk is removed from the mixture by the process of winnowing, which makes use of the weight difference between the light husk and the dense nibs. Now we have one of the base ingredients of chocolate, the nibs. Next, we need cocoa butter. The nibs are used to make the butter. This comes from the fat content that existed in the cacao beans. The nibs are ground and pressed to release its oil, which becomes cocoa butter on boiling. Apart from making chocolate, cocoa butter is also used as the main ingredient in some soaps, shampoos, and lotions, as it has a pleasant smell. Now, Add sugar with the nibs and butter, and we have all the main ingredients necessary to make chocolate.
So hope you guys had fun. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel for more interesting audiobooks.